And welcome back to the Mario Kart 8 Let's Play. We're going to be finishing off the we're going to be doing the last of the retro tracks of this game. And we're going to ditch the bikes and we're going to go back to the Formula 1 car. We're doing the Lightning Cup. So after this part, I'm going to take a break on Mario Kart 8 LPing. That is until the next two DLC track packs come. The next DLC track pack comes in. And that will mean I will do the DLC back probably in May when it's released. But for now, we're going to start our things off at Tick Tock Clock from Mario Kart DS. My goodness gracious me, the redesign is just absolutely amazing. We're inside a clock tower as opposed to a grandfather's clock. My goodness gracious me, is this the Mushroom Kingdom equivalent of this looks like the Mushroom Kingdom equivalent of Big Ben. Bong! And look at those pendulums, they have the lightning on there, representing the Lightning Cup, which is a really nice touch. So I'm decided to, like in the Special Cup, I decided to go with Toadette because, although I just say Toadette is so adorable. Why can't she be in any playable appearances much often? Well, you can say Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, but I haven't played that game yet, nor do I actually own it at this present day and age. But I'll probably do so in the near future. Yoshi, get out of my way, mate! Otherwise, I will have to buff you. Choo-choo! Bong! Oh, no! Seriously, Nintendo, I hate to complain, but these blue shells are getting rather annoying now. And if anybody from Street Pass set gives me any blue shell jokes, they will have to have me to answer to with my rap of annoyance. But come on, Toadette, we need to get through this one. Ugh. Let's hope that I don't fare as bad as I did in the Wario Stadium, where I kept falling off and got hit by those two red shells at the end. It seriously makes me a little anxious whenever those red shells come and hit me. Whee! We're going over and finishing off with a nice star finish with 50 points. Getting hit by a lightning bolt and then getting hit by a red shell after the race is finished. But they were too late to stop me, because I was finishing by a comfortable margin. So next up, we got Piranha Plant Raceway from Mario Kart 7. And as I say, the 3D remake is just certainly really well implemented. Alongside that with the HD visual representation. So this is what the Super Mario Bros. Set looks like in HD, in glorious high definition. I kind of liked it. As you can probably tell, I actually like the music in this stage, mostly because it actually reminds me of the Underground theme. It has some tones of the Underground theme from Super Mario Bros. And it's actually pretty nice to hear. Alongside that, I actually consider this to be one of my favourite courses from Mario Kart 7. If I ever get to do a top 15 list of anything, which is basically, if I want to do a top 15 courses from Mario Kart 7, this will definitely be on there, because I actually like this track. Top 15 favourites, I'll probably do a top 10 least favourite one. Listing out my top 10 worst stages that I did not like in the series. Well, most of them will probably be from Mario Kart 64, but some people will think I'm being a bit too biased in that game. But you know what? I just think it was poorly. I think Mario Kart 64, in terms of age, actually. Whoa! I just didn't. How did it change course to Lemmy? I don't know. And why did Lemmy hit me from behind him? But like I said, Mario Kart 64 hasn't aged that well. Probably has the worst course set in the game. I probably think that probably he'll have more courses there. And I think the best design courses will probably be from certain entries like Double Dash, like Mario Kart, this game, Wii, Mario Kart Wii, and finally Super Mario Kart and a few others. And I'm kind of, but some people may think I'm a biased person, but I might put honourable mentions in there as well. Might be my first top list for a long time. But after my rambling has been over, it's the end of Piranha Plant Pipeway, and I get another 15 points. I gotta say, Toadette, in terms of racing, Toadette is actually pretty nimble and pretty good. Handling is pretty good, the acceleration is brilliant, but with low top speed, to be the sacrifice, it hasn't much of a problem. Oh boy, here we go, Rubble Volcano. Not my fate. I have to say, Grumble Volcano isn't my favourite track, but I wouldn't call it one of the worst. Just one of my least favourites of the series. Rubble Volcano isn't my favourite, to be very honest. From Mario Kart Wii, it gives me reason why it gives me painful memories of the AI cheating. That and also the falling parts of the circuit make me feel a little nervous at times. And at times it kind of makes me feel quite, you know, nervous when trying to navigate those tight corners and go through those fireballs. Try to avoid getting hit by those things, which kind of makes me not nervous at first. Come on, Lemmy. Let me overtake you. Oh, no you don't. Get back here, Lemmy. Get back here. Let me catch you! Goodness gracious me, who keeps throwing blue red shells? Stop stopping me! Oh, it didn't even get to me. Awesome! I wish that would happen to me more often. And that's hit Lemmy. That's enabled Wario to get through. For God's sake, please. Oh, thank you. Although I will admit the music is actually kind of good, I will say the track design is a bit too twisty and turny. The turns can be a bit too sharp at times, especially for people using the Wii wheel. Volcano keeps erupting. Come on, Toadette, let's not get burnt or fried to a crisp and get a fried mushroom on the order. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just saying that Toadette needs to run and for her life. Okay, so my nearest rival is Yoshi. Wario and Lemmy have a fight for third place as well. This could be interesting as we head on to our final track of this LP for the moment. Well, after this part, I'm going to be taking a break from Mario Kart 8 because I'll be waiting for the next track pack to come. So, the finale of the Retro Cup, the Retro Tracks, of course, is the finale at the Rainbow Road of the Mario Kart 64. a lot of people complained that this track was too long, but I have to say this redesign looks beautiful. And looking at the HD upgrade, it looks absolutely astonishingly pretty and absolute eye candy. Mostly because of the HD visuals, the amount of the rainbow things, and the train going through, fireworks going off representing the Nintendo characters, and the city beneath us, which kind of reminds us of the Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Double Dash, is actually based on Paris, because they have a Mushroom Eiffel Tower as well. And the remake of the track as well is actually pretty well constructed as well. Yoshi! Now as you can probably tell by this follows the same rule as Mount Wario. This one is, because of how long the circuit is, it's contested in a single lap instead of 3 laps. So I'm gonna say they actually did pretty well to actually restrict the longevity of this track, considering how long it was in the original. And I won! This was, of course, one of the rare moments of me. I always fall off the last part, always falter at the last part of the circuit. But winning for me is actually quite rare. So let's view results. And that's the lightning bolts. And the Rainbow Road is, of course, my highlights. Toadette seemed to have a fine time at Rainbow Road. Kind of reminds us of her debut in Mario Kart Super Circuit as Mario Kart Double Dash, actually, as well. Not only the city setting, but also Toadette's debut appearance in Double Dash. So how did Toadette do? 60 points, perfect. Lemmy and Yoshi tied. Great. And with that being said, let's roll the credits. Oh yes. And it's nice to hear the music of the credits with the saxophone, a lot of that. Oh, there's Luigi, the Death Stairmeister. There's Daisy in the pink car. Hi, I'm Daisy! Yoshi attempting to outrun a plane. Mushroom Airport. Toad and his Yoshi bike. Alright, so with that being said, what are my thoughts about this game overall? I have to say, absolutely, this is definitely the best Mario Kart game I've ever played. Just before this game arrived, Super Mario Kart was my overall favourite, mostly because of how many childhood memories I have for that game and how much I loved the nostalgia of it. Since then, each Mario Kart subsequent entries either were just as good or didn't really age that well over time. Most notably, Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 64. But other than that, I have to say, after playing this game, this definitely is the best Mario Kart game I've played thus far. The amount of attention to detail of the HD visuals of the game, the amount of tracks that were designed, the remakes, and of course the newly designed tracks were absolutely done incredibly well. I just have to say, Nintendo absolutely did well. And the amount of efforts they put in this game absolutely was amazing. And I have to say the DLC that they put in was actually pretty well implemented, especially the Mercedes-Benz DLC. And of course, the first track pack alongside the new bodies and 3 characters absolutely were fantastically implemented as well. And I have to say, I cannot wait for the second pack to come out in a few months' time. I can hardly wait to see what surprises Nintendo have in store for these next few tracks. Alongside that, I have to say the gameplay absolutely was fantastically implemented well, with the anti-gravity feature being added into the mix. The music, the soundtrack was just absolutely enjoyable. The amount of things that they did when implementing newer sorry about that. When they implemented newer characters, especially, they actually implemented the Koopalings rather well. But one thing I didn't really like about the game was, of course, the inclusion of Pink Gold Peach, which is considered to be the most worthless character in my honest opinion. But other than that, the character roster absolutely was incredibly big, probably the biggest ever in a Mario Kart game, and it's gonna get even bigger once the next the next DLC pack comes in. It'll be the biggest roster ever, and it even sets to expand and expand. So what can I say? What else can I say? It's probably the best Mario Kart game I've ever played. And if anybody hasn't got the game, do yourself a favor, get a Wii U, get this game. It's worth it. Just worth it. And I hope next time in Street Pass I can finally be able to beat everyone. I'm sure of it. They won't stop me at all. So with that being said, I finally completed Mario Kart. So until in my next LP, I'll see you guys later, and it's sayonara for now.